Well, hey there. Welcome to my YouTube channel where today I'm going to show you some drawings that I did in my little book that has helped get me through the healing process post-surgery. I've been off work for 6 weeks-ish, and while I did not, of course, get through this entire book, that's a lot of drawings for a few weeks, I'll show you the ones that I did do. And one of the last drawings in there inspired me to do something in my studio. And I'll show you that at the end once we get to go through the sketchbook and that sort of thing. But I cleaned my desk really nicely before I took the 6 weeks off for surgeries, so I didn't have anything haunting me. Every time I walked by it, it would have just made me itchy to clean things up. And I thought, let me just tidy everything before I go. Got a bunch of videos done before I went so that this channel still had plenty of content while I was gone. But we're going to be getting back to filming soon, and I'm excited about that. I bought this book for myself back in December, knowing that I'd have this time period of being off, and I wanted something to be new and engaging for myself to keep me involved in art. Because it's real easy for me to be a woe is me person. I'm just going to sit here on the couch and feel sorry for myself and just disengage from everything and say, I'm taking the time off, I'm walking away. But I didn't want to do that. And though there were days when I didn't create anything, this book really helped as one aspect of getting me through it. I tried to do a sketch each day. Sometimes it was, skipping a day here and there, but it really did help a lot to have these prompts. There were some days when there was just nothing in my head, and things like drawing a wishing well, making myself think outside the box, or shall we say from inside the well, really helped to get my creative brain going. This prompt was a weird one. It was an OC. I don't do original characters, so I had to design one. And I was thinking about what my life felt like at the time, like I was walking on a tightrope. I didn't know if I was going to fall over and, crash to the ground, or if things were going to be fine. So I drew a character in that headspace. Some of them I literally looked at the prompts for 2 days together. This one was umbrella and puddle reflections, and that seemed like those two would go well together. So I ended up putting the two of them into one drawing. Could have done that with the bee and the honeycomb as well, but I didn't really think about it that day. I just wanted to draw a bee on one day, and the next day, just a honeycomb. And then there were some days when things weren't going well. My hand was shakier, my vision was worse, everything was not working, so my drawings came out a little on the rough side. That's okay. I was glad to put something on paper because there was just something healing to my heart when I could end the day knowing that I had created something, whether it was something beautiful and tight and clear like the Zen garden, or whether it was something wacky and messy. It didn't seem to matter. And there's another sketchbook that I'll show you in my next video where I kind of went when I had a whole different mindset going on that day. And it helped to keep everything interesting, to have a couple of sketchbooks to go through, so a couple of different mediums that I could play with and keep my brain going, keep my mind engaged and my hand moving. But this one was for when my brain was totally not engaging it. I just needed a prompt. This one got wrinkled because I was trying to erase something and I wasn't holding the paper down. Tried to grab it with my hand. My depth of field was all off, and I ended up erasing the paper and wrinkling the whole thing. So learned my lesson to pay more attention when I was doing erasing. The bunny reminded me that this year I have to go buy my own chocolate bunny. It used to be my mom's thing. So this year I'll go shopping for a great chocolate bunny. And this little one at the bottom, the music box, was one that was kind of funny. I wanted to draw the music box I had when I was a little girl, which I don't have anymore. But I remember it being a little rounded thing. It had little rosettes around the side, rosettes around the feet of the ballerina. But by the time I got to the top part, there was no way to put the ballerina in there, so I turned it into a frog, so it could be shorter, because the little girl would have been taller than that. The origami one was a little funny because I found directions on how to fold, and I tried folding the origami eagle, but it didn't work. It looked terrible, but I worked from the picture, and then I tore little round pieces of paper and then tried to draw them so it would look like eggs. This one was hard. This was a water park, and having never been to a water park, I don't remember. Maybe when I was a kid I was at one. But I just kind of drew what I thought a giant pool at a water park might be like. I don't know. Some of them were drawings and prompts from things that I would normally draw anyway. Animals, plants, that's my jam. And those felt like very comfort drawings. You know, give me some fur, give me some bark, and I'm good. And then other things were just completely different. But the exercise of going from one to the other, one that I was really engaged with, others that I was struggling with more, some that were looser and more sketchy, weird ones like rollerblades. For some reason, my head went to putting wheels on a knife, a rollerblade, get it? Yeah. I was in a strange headspace during some of these days. But that exercise of going from one thing to another and then switching back and forth between a couple of sketchbooks just kept me feeling like I wasn't being a useless bump on a log, sitting on a sofa doing nothing. And there were days when I had to sit and do nothing, but boy, it just made a difference to have art to do. The yin and yang page stayed empty for a couple of days, which meant I couldn't do anything in this book because I was trying to go in order. But I took my dogs for a walk, and I was so blessed I could still go out and do walks with the dogs and a little yard work. Found a couple leaves that were kind of curled and sitting next to each other, and I thought those I could turn into a yin and yang. The Zentangle reminded me of the 30 Days to More Confident sketching class. I thought that would be kind of fun to do something Zentangle-ish in there. Dreamcatcher, I was going to draw those like little crafted ones that you hang on the wall, and realized, I want to draw something different. So me and my dogs outside looking at the moon and dreaming. Used an electric eraser to do parts of that so that the moon would be lighting us up. So my little golden laying next to me. And of course, Vienna sitting there with her head perked up, hoping there's going to be a squirrel on the moon or something. Dreaming big dreams. And then this one was a weird prompt, a Rorschach kind of ink blot thing. I wasn't going to fold the paper in half and do an ink blot, but I drew a line down the middle and then tried to mirror each of the blobbies that I drew on one side on the other side. And I didn't get it perfect, but it kind of comes out looking like a bug, at least to me. I don't know if you see something different. And then this one was my favorite drawing, and it inspired me to do the desk revamp, the Post-apocalyptic vehicle, which is a very strange prompt. And I was thinking about, after the apocalypse, all the things that would be left on the ground, the human rubble, being taken over by the dinosaurs again. Just let's revert the earth back to somebody that's not going to destroy it. And so this guy is planting seeds on his little tractor thing, and got a hose there to be able to water all those seeds. There's even plants growing inside the cabin. He's also listening to some tunes and blasting them out for all to hear. And I'd like to know if you have some ideas for songs for the dinosaur Spotify to reclaim the world. And I will put a playlist together if I get some great ideas, and we'll release that on Earth Day this year. How about that? Add your songs in the comment. You can also tell me which of these drawings you think I should turn into something else. Should I paint some of them or do something else with them? And I might do some more drawings in this book, so make sure you're subscribed if you want to see some of that. Dinosaur and his replanting of the earth reminded me of this drawing as well, because when I drew myself in my studio, I also said in that one that I should put some plants on my desk. I'm not capable of keeping plants alive, though. So I did what any good person would do when they don't want to kill yet another plant. They go and buy those stems. And I bought a whole bunch of them, got all the wires and stuff so I could arrange them in the way I wanted and put them in pots on my desk. So I've got a couple on the right-hand side, one in the window. So it's going to feel like in a little garden right here at my desk. And I've got plenty of space for my art supplies over there on the right-hand side as well. Nice big open desk ready for paper and paints and pens and everything. Very excited about that. And some flowers from my sister. Thanks, sis. So if you would like to see more artwork, make sure you're subscribed, and more will be coming up as I get back here into the studio. Also want to invite you to Open Studio. I've been medically cleared to have an open studio March 28th, the day after my birthday. And if you have a piece that you would like to have critiqued, I will be offering that up. You need to pre-submit it so I can kind of be ready if there's a demo I need to do or things I need to talk about. And I also would like to invite your questions. So if you have questions, you can leave them in a comment here. You can leave them in a comment over on the events page at Art Adventure. And that's where you can find out what time it is. It's Friday evening here. Don't know what time it'll be there for you, so you can go look at the calendar and it'll show it in your time zone. And I hope to see you there and here in a couple of days with another video. Take care. I will see you then.